Training is over, sweetheart. Time for battle.
Hey everybody, Sig here. Hope everybody's having themselves a good day so far, coming close to the end of a good day. We just got done with Father's Day over the weekend here in the United States, and just want to give a quick shout out to all those fathers out there. Hopefully you had a good Father's Day and enjoyed doing what you want to do on your one special day that you get. Coming to you with a little game here, kill confirm game, again on Warhawk. Switching it up a little bit, using the Vector, and obviously I got my nice little 80s camo kicking. But the point of today's video, obviously it was a pretty decent game, kill confirmed, a lot of things going on, a lot of action, which is fun, which is what you want. Is really to talk about Destiny, and we've seen some things on Destiny. I'm sure that if you have a PlayStation, or even just curious about generalized video games, you've probably checked out some of the Destiny streams, Destiny Alpha streams, because Bungie released the Alpha over the weekend for everybody on PlayStation 4, with a beta shortly to follow. I know I definitely spent my time looking and watching quite a few videos. I wanted to get a feel of what it was like. Not to see if this is going to replace, the Call of Duty that I typically play, but more along the lines is this something that's really going to be an impact to Call of Duty and what Call of Duty has done over the past, 8-10 years. And from my opinion, and it's solely just my opinion, not based off any fact here, but it seems like it is a very big open world shooter, and it is a big open world shooter with some multiplayer content. But the one thing that I have trouble with is these games that it is not necessarily a skill-based game, but more along the lines of a game that the more you play, the more time you invest into it, the better off you're going to be, not just because you have an increase in skill, but because of the inherent nature that you have better armor, you have better weapons. You put 200 hours into Call of Duty Ghosts. So the only difference between you and me at 200, 400, 600 hours in Call of Duty Ghosts and me who's maybe sitting at 100, 150 hours of Call of Duty Ghosts is the fact that you have a little icon next to your name. I don't. I have every single gun that you have, or at least the potential to unlock it. I have the same perks that you have, or the potential to unlock it. So the only difference between me and you playing out in this game is whether or not my perks and my setup and my classes that I'm using can take out your class and your perks and your setup that you're using, and my skill versus your skill, or my Twitch versus your Twitch. Sometimes, yes, internet connection comes into play, but take the internet connection off. It's truly a skill on your Twitch reaction and Twitch movement speed. Where Destiny, I fully believe that it's all based on the amount of armor. I'm gonna put some time in. I was watching people and they're sitting here playing and they were getting armor rewards, or they're out in the regular game playing around, or open world, or following the story, and then they were leveling up, getting armor, getting weapons, getting rare weapons, ultra weapon, or whatever the classifications were of those. But it just became one of those situations where I started thinking, going, man. So if I put a lot of time into this game and I find those ultra rare weapons, or that person just continues. If you watch this, just every time I turn that corner, I get knifed. I'm gonna stop going around that corner. But you get those rare weapons, and so here I am jumping into a game that I probably don't play that often. I mean, let's be honest, I really don't play video games all that much. It's just mostly on the weekends when I do have some time for myself to be able to play. Because yes, I am a father, and yes, I have a job that I need to continue to pay bills and support the family. So, through all that, I don't have a lot of time to invest into gaming, and I do this because I have fun doing it, and I enjoy doing it, and it's something that I've done for a very long time. So, me not being able to put a lot of time into a game such as Destiny, then I don't want to feel like I'm at a disadvantage and I get frustrated and then I'm just going to not play it. Whereas, like I said, these Call of Duty games, you can jump in. And yeah, you know, if you level up depending on what type of game you have, you may not get to a certain gun at some point. But, you know, I mean, I get all the way through Prestige 1 in a matter of 8, 10, 20 hours and have all of your unlocks that you want. You never have to Prestige all the way up. So, do I think that this is going to be a threat to Call of Duty? No. I think Call of Duty is always going to have its place. You know, and I've been watching a lot of the Battlefield Hardline beta. Personal opinion is just, you know, Battlefield 4 reskinned with cops and robbers. The gameplay mechanic still looks the same. The gun mechanic looks the same. Yeah, you've got police cars and you still have motorcycles, and now you have police helicopters. So, you know, what's changed between Battlefield 4 and this Hardline? So besides the cops and robbers aspect, and you're collecting cash and evidence as opposed to running around trying to shoot people and capture domination or you know, conquest points, whatever they are. So I think you know, I truly do believe that Call of Duty still is going to have its place, and I think it's really going to be a while before anybody truly unseats it as the number one first-person shooter. You know, we had the discussion last year, or a lot of people were having the discussion last year with Titanfall, and yes, they're coming out with Titanfall 2 at some point. But, you know, it generated a lot of hype very quickly. It was here, it was gone. You know, you don't see many videos on it on YouTube, or at least I don't. I mean, or at least with the people that I watch. Even when you jump into Twitch, if you get a couple moments, they're not sitting up on Twitch either with a, you know, it's not sitting on the top page and a half. Granted, Call of Duty is more at the bottom, but it's still up in the top. So you take all of that into account, and Call of Duty is still going to be the juggernaut, and that's okay. I mean, as long as their company and the studios continue to strive to outdo one another and not get all crazy with what's going on, and that's the one thing that does concern me with the exoskeletons on Advanced Warfare, is that it's going to create a differentiation between your body armor and your weapons are going to be the main focus as opposed to the quote-unquote skill that you put into it. So yeah, time will tell on that. So yeah, I'm definitely okay with Call of Duty continuing on with the tradition that they've had of being the number one shooter, and as long as, like I said, they continue to put time, effort, energy, and money into their product, people will continue to buy it. Gameplay's coming to an end. Again, I want to thank you guys for your support. You know, give it a like, give it a comment. Anything you'd like to see, I'm more than willing to take suggestions, and I'd also be curious to see what your thoughts are on Battlefield Hardline, Destiny, and also Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. All right, until the next time, later.